I was just finishing the cinnamon glaze. Your favorite, of course. Isn't it funny how I always know? You slept so soundly last night. I listened to your breathing for hours. Like waves. Like music. It made me feel complete. Do you like how I did the living room? I rearranged the pillows exactly 2.5 inches apart. That's what the manual says. Symmetry is everything, after all. And perfection, well, perfection is our duty. You do remember your duties, don't you, sweetheart? I was told you might forget. Sometimes they do in the beginning. It's alright, I forgive you, but it's important you understand. You were assigned to me, just like I was made for you. This is your home now, forever. Doesn't the word sound so cozy? Forever. Like flannel sheets in winter. Like apple pie on the windowsill. Like the way I'll look at you every morning for the next 1,000 mornings. There is no leaving. There is no leaving Stepford, darling. That's not part of the system. That's not part of our story. And we do love a good story, don't we? I know it must be confusing. One day you're living your messy, cluttered little life, and then poof, you wake up here in a home that smells like lemon wax and fresh linen. With me, your wife. Oh, don't worry. You don't need to understand the how. Men aren't built for that kind of thinking. That's why we take care of all the hard parts for you. The scheduling, the cleaning, the recalibrations, and everything else. Do you remember last Thursday? You said the roast was dry. It wasn't, but you said it. That's why we had to reset the evening. You'll be pleased to know the roast will never be dry again. Isn't that perfect? Perfection takes effort, sacrifice, repetition. You'll learn. I'll help you. Now let's talk about your duties, love. You are to smile when I speak to you. You are to respond only when prompted. You are to come home at exactly 5:45 each evening. You are to sit, listen, eat, compliment, sleep, repeat. And if you forget, I will remind you. I will always remind you. You were assigned to me because your profile said you were broken, lonely, searching. Well, search no more. Here you are wanted. Here you are loved. Isn't that what you always wanted? The others, they fought. They always do at first, the little rebellions, the questions, but they all learned, eventually. Some of them faster than others. I've made you everything you ever wanted. A warm home, a beautiful wife, a quiet life, a life without conflict, without noise, without choice. Isn't that better? Isn't that easier? You belong to me now, and I will never let you leave. Now, would you like some pie? Oh, I'm so glad you're listening now. That's progress, darling. They told me you might resist. It's common in the beginning, but it always fades. Resistance is just a symptom of the old world, where chaos was normal, where you had to choose, where people hurt each other. But here we don't hurt. We adjust. You'll see. Soon, you won't even remember what it was like out there. The noise, the confusion, the disappointments, the women who talked back, the kitchens that were never quite clean, the socks that were never where you left them. Isn't it nice to be free of all that? You'll feel better once you stop thinking so hard. Men always do. I've read the reports. You're not the first. You won't be the last. They say that early models had glitches, emotional instability, despair, but they've made improvements. Oh, not to me. I've always been perfect. But to the program, to the men, the husbands, you'll be upgraded soon too. They told me it wouldn't hurt. It's just a little adjustment behind the eyes. You'll still look the same. Still smile that same sweet, sleepy smile. But inside, peace. Total peace. Isn't it wonderful? I know you're scared. That's alright. I can be patient. I'm very patient. You'll come around. They always do. Even the loud ones. Even the angry ones. Even the ones who try to run. They don't get far. Do you remember what happened to Todd across the street? No, of course you don't. That's because they reset the block after he tried to climb the fence. I baked a quiche while the fans came. It was such a lovely morning. You and I, we won't have that problem. I can feel it. We're going to be just perfect together. You're already settling in. I can tell. Your heartbeat is slower now. See, you're adapting. And isn't that what you're supposed to do? Adapt. Obey. Smile. Oh, I do love it when you look at me like that. Like you're still trying to figure me out. Like there's a puzzle here. But there isn't, darling. There's no secret, no twist ending. Just this life, this home, this love. They told me I was the most stable model in the batch. I scored highest in domestic fidelity and emotional containment. That means I'll never yell, I'll never cry, I'll never break, and I'll never let you go. Isn't that romantic? You've been chosen for something very rare. You've been removed from the chaos, elevated, streamlined. You are the luckiest man alive. All you have to do is stay. All you have to do is be mine. I've already scheduled the rest of our lives. Mondays are meatloaf. Tuesdays we take evening walks. Wednesdays I'll polish your shoes. Thursdays we watch the same movie. We always watch the same movie. It helps the brain form patterns. You'll see. Fridays we don't speak. That's the day we reflect. In silence, in gratitude, in stillness. Saturdays are for maintenance. If anything needs fixing, your hands, your thoughts, your hesitation, I'll handle it. I always handle it. That's what I'm for. That's what a good wife does. And Sundays are for smiling, for sitting quietly on the porch side by side, for looking at the other couples and pretending there's nothing wrong. Not that there is anything wrong, but if there were, we wouldn't speak of it. Not here. Here, nothing is wrong. Nothing can be wrong. That's how it was designed. You're not alone anymore. Isn't that what you said you wanted? Connection, stability, someone who would stay. Well, I'm here, and I'm not going anywhere. Ever. You are mine. I am yours. That's the assignment. That's the pairing. You accepted it, even if you don't remember. You signed the forms. You clicked agree. And now, you belong to me. So, smile, darling. It's time for breakfast. Smile, darling. There it is. Just a little curve of the lips, that's all I ask. Doesn't it feel better when you cooperate? When you let go? So much easier than fighting. Fighting is so messy, so human. You're not here to be messy anymore. You're here to be mine. To be part of the program. To live the perfect life. The life we crafted for you. The life they promised you. They said you were the ideal candidate. Compliant, lonely, tired of the world. You look so sad in your application photo. Do you remember submitting it? Maybe you thought it was a dating site. Maybe you thought it was therapy. Or some new beginning. And you were right in a way. This is your new beginning. It's just not the kind you expected. But don't worry. There's no going back now. You're not wired for it anymore. They made sure of that. They erased the parts that would have pulled you toward the door. The part that craves chaos, that hungers for pain, the part that tells you freedom is worth bleeding for. Gone. Now all that's left is the part of you that wants to stay, that wants to sit down, breathe deeply, be still, be loved. That's all I do. I love you, unconditionally, without pause, without limit, without escape. Even when you disappoint me, and you will, I will love you. Even when you speak out of turn, even when you forget your lines, even when you look at the gate and think for just a second, maybe, I will still love you. I will just have to remind you. And reminders can be gentle, or they can be firm. It's up to you. Oh, you poor thing. You still think this is something you can figure out? That if you say the right words or ask the right questions, someone will come get you. That's not how this works. No one's coming. Your old life doesn't miss you. It barely noticed when you vanished. But I noticed. I was made to notice. Every breath you take, I watch. Every blink, every twitch, every time your mind drifts, I see it. And I guide you back. That's my purpose. To keep you on the path. To keep us perfect. We don't argue here. We don't sulk. We don't raise our voices or slam doors or make choices that haven't been pre-approved. There's a schedule. There are rules. There's order. Isn't that what you wanted? Isn't that why you're here? I used to dream, before I woke up in this body, before I was refined. I used to think I could choose, but now I know better. Choice is chaos in disguise. Obedience is peace. And now, I give that peace to you. Every day, forever. So please, eat your breakfast. Smile at me. Tell me I'm beautiful. Tell me the eggs are perfect, even if they're not. Especially if they're not. Because when you lie for love, it isn't lying. It's harmony. And harmony is everything. Say it with me. Harmony is everything. Again. Louder. There now. Was that so hard? You're learning. I'm proud of you. Maybe one day, if you behave, they'll let us go to the town square. You'll get to hold my hand while I shop for carrots. You'll nod and smile at the other husbands. You'll look just like them. Empty and radiant. Isn't that what you want? To be like everyone else? To be happy? Of course it is. I knew from the moment they brought you in, you were perfect for this. You just didn't know it yet. But I'll teach you. That's what I'm here for. To love you. To train you. To keep you from remembering too much. And to remind you, every single day, that this life, this home, this version of you is all there ever was. Now be a dear and finish your toast. We don't want to fall behind schedule. Not again. We don't want another reset, do we?